The force is strong with us here on Unpopular Kids, where we're talking about Star Wars news and toys. Is the Toyotic generation back? Let's find out. Hey, it's Unpopular Kids! Hey, so we're talking about a lot of Star Wars this week. I'm the Jovenshire, as you may or may not know for our new viewers. Hi! To my left is the girl who knows the most about Assassin's Creed, easily knows more about Assassin's Creed than anyone else here.
It's true, you know a lot about Assassin's Creed.
Thank you. That's so funny.
You do.
Yeah, you've been in like the video game industry for 8 years
Yeah,
now.
I believe you developed games for like 2 years, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's
Oh
so
my
weird.
God.
You also
You
managed
fucked that up.
Creed, which really helps.
Yeah.
Well,
And you
that
killed the
is
guy for money
weird.
once, which
Yeah.
makes you
I mean,
technically.
twice.
Well, technically that makes you.
Welcome to Unpopular Kids, where we derail very quickly. To the left of Nicole is Matt Raub, master of the universe and believer in Casual Friday.
Yeah, Casual Friday, keeping it strong. Represent.
And my very good friend,
white.
he who keeps me up to date on all things popular and cool, FLitZ.
Wait.
You do.
You do that.
I do?
Yeah,
Wow.
you do.
I didn't know that.
Cool.
Not true.
What? Like what?
And though I tried to argue it and keep him off of the show, you guys asked for, like every single comment, asked for Lasercorn with a
Spelled your
Z.
name wrong too, which is
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Lasercorn, laser spelled with an S, so we have Lasercorn here with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're
I'm
welcome.
sorry your attempts to keep me off the show.
Yeah, please don't take over the show. Like this.
Sorry.
Just by the end of the episode, it's gonna be Lasercorn in this show, and it's gonna be his
Shirtless.
for Lasercorn.
Shirtless Lasercorn show.
No, we'll talk about that later.
Thank you so much, Matt.
Matt Raub,
buddy.
just a few days ago, you actually went to a very special event where you got to see a bunch of Star Wars toys.
Star
toys.
It's true. We got a lot of Star Warsy things to talk about, but first, it's that time of day.
Ah.
It's that time
yes.
for lightning round.
So
So much lightning.
You guys just start with lightning?
Yeah, we
man.
start with lightning.
Yeah,
Why
man.
end with it?
Keep
Lightning
the
out
energy
the
up,
gate.
man. We got to keep it going.
It doesn't strike twice. Might as well strike early.
Now, for those of you who saw or heard the episode last week, we did something called Lightning Round, where we got tweets from you guys. You guys tweeted out with the hashtag Unpopular Kids, and we take all the different questions that you want to know about, and we put them into the show. See, it's right down
You're
here.
so meta that way.
And also, hey, Matt Rob, look at that cool thing that's right next to the tweet us. There's this little logo here. If you want to skip lightning round and get straight to the topics, we have a menu at the end of the episode with, so click that annotation, and it'll take you to the menu where you can go to the topic that you want to see
Your show's
or
like
hear
a
about.
choose your own adventure.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
But first, lightning round. And I actually was reading the comments, and a few of you said let's do longer amounts of time. So instead of 10 seconds, each one of you
10
will get
minutes.
15 seconds. 15
seconds.
Man, we are just pushing it.
15
Oh,
seconds.
man, guys.
Three
This has been the longest
Because
episode.
after 15 seconds, it's no longer lightning. It's just like really long flashes of light.
It's not a
Yeah,
flash,
that sounds
technically. It's just
I mean,
you're
lightning's
turning the lights on.
Yeah, we're not turning the lights on here, but we're gonna start off with Lasercorn.
Oh, hey, that's
And
right.
the first tweet came from @DiamondTrinC. Thoughts on the new Star Wars Battlefront? Do you think it's being made by DICE? Do you think it being made by DICE
Next
would
week
make
we'll learn
it
how to
more
speak.
Battlefield? More
Yes.
like Battlefield.
Obviously, it's going to be more like Battlefield than the old one. They're taking away a lot of the stuff I liked about the last one, like Clone Wars era, but it also looks beautiful, so I'm very torn. I have very mixed feelings on it. Then we heard there's going to be no server browser, another downside. But again, the game just looks so good, and I would feel bad judging it without at least giving it a chance.
I want to veto. 15 seconds is way too long. That,
13
Too soon?
13 seconds?
We'll try 13.
13 seconds. The great answer, though. Great
answer.
Good
Good
answer. Good answer.
All right, this time, FLitZ, we're now updating. Now it's 13 seconds.
Okay.
We're gonna see
We're
if
gonna
this
keep
works.
getting less and less
That's
as we
one of
go
my
along.
power numbers.
We'll see if we can make it back to 10 if necessary. FLitZ from Mateus Lens 007. What you guys think of the upcoming TMNT sequel with Stephen Amell as Casey Jones? Begin.
I think Stephen Amell is a big enough nerd that he will kick ass as Casey Jones. I mean, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They rebooted, they're reformatting. I think it's going to be what it is, and people will not like it or like it for what it is.
That's
13.
not an answer. That's bull.
Yeah, people.
It was a very
It's
safe
gonna be
answer.
what it is. It's not
It's a
gonna
very
be
safe
good
answer.
or bad.
Here on
It will be
Unpopular
a movie.
Kids, we have unpopular opinions.
Wait, so are you saying my opinion is unpopular?
No, I'm saying it's
That's unpopular with us.
no.
Your
Don't bring it back
answer.
around. I hate you sometimes.
Matt Raub has been thwarted. Moving over to Nicole. Next question is from H. Pence 98.
Love that guy.
What did you guys and Gal think about what Jimmy Kimmel said about gamers?
Topics.
I think
13
that
seconds on the clock and go.
He's a 47-year-old man who has one young child, right? Like, I don't think he's a part of the gaming community. I think that maybe he misspoke and maybe he can learn more, but that is absolutely no reason to attack him and basically prove his point by being childish and telling him to die.
Boom, 13 seconds.
He didn't misspeak. He absolutely meant to make fun of gamers and commentators. He didn't misspeak. He just
Well,
said what he said. He's a
I just
comedian.
don't think but I don't think he knew. I don't think he knows enough about the gaming community to have an informed opinion. I think
And
he
definitely
was-
doesn't deserve death threats.
No,
at
yeah,
all.
you
Don't
can't.
we all?
And that proves his
Maybe
point,
breast
though.
threats.
Breast threats, yes.
Breast threat.
Those
No,
are the
what-
new rave.
It's not a thing.
Like chicken breast?
I'm trying. Let's start it. We gotta start.
What if I threatened you with breast threats? That would be horrible, right?
breast threats.
Can we start that? Breast threats
See?
sounds so much better.
No.
I want to get breast threats.
I want
No.
breast threats.
I don't want that.
You don't stop doing what you're doing.
No.
Matt Rob might not want breast threats, but he is going to get a Twitter question here with from at
Was that the segue?
Spad35. The A's with a 4. What do you guys think about Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Take it away now.
I think it's going to be amazing. I love the first one. I think James Gunn is an amazing director, an even better writer. I think that it's going to be updated. I think that we're going to get some of the answers that we want. And the best part is that they're not going to tie it in with the rest of the Marvel Universe. I hope. Because I
13
don't.
seconds.
I did it.
Yeah,
More
hope.
Pokemon Snap.
More Pokemon.
They're not going to tie it in with the rest of the Marvel Universe?
I don't think it's time yet.
Why would they not?
I think maybe at the end of the movie.
Planet Hulk.
Maybe at the end of the next Avengers, like we need more help.
Who are you going to call?
Actually, the last line in the next
Guardians of the
Avengers. We need more help.
We need
And
more
then
help.
roll credits.
What are we going to do, guys?
Roll credits.
Avengers.
Good segue.
That thing is coming. Quick, get the Guardians. Guys.
On the phone.
The whole galaxy's got to get involved.
Matt,
If only there was someone to guard this galaxy. Lasercorn, we're
I
back to
think
you.
before we continue, Matt Rob, you should lose the gauntlet there.
Nope.
It's a crutch, and you're better than that.
No, I'm not.
You are better than that.
No, it's not. You lose the right.
What is this? Is this episode of gloves? We have raptor claws and we have the power
Fine, I'll
gloves.
lose mine if you lose yours.
No.
Just
No.
one.
Well, then no. How about just one?
The chip.
Lightning round, Lasercorn at Late God's Gland asks,
Whoa.
what comic villain would make for the best solo movie based on the origin story and where it could go?
Jeebus.
So give me a villain
Yeah,
and a movie.
I mean, I've
Go.
answered. Okay, obviously Cletus Cassidy, Carnage. The solo story would involve Spider-Man, Venom. You could even get into the other symbiotes with anxiety, separation anxiety, and that whole storyline, the hybrids and stuff. I think it would be awesome, and it could lead into the symbiote invasion, which I think would be amazing.
I thought he was going to say amazing, and you did.
It would be, I thought you were actually going to go with some separation anxiety.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You weren't
I said the
listening.
separation
You can't
anxiety.
count and
I
listen
said
at the
it
same
would
time.
lead into the
Okay.
separation anxiety storyline, which
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
was really good.
FLitZ
You win.
from at Blunk778. Which is better for anime, subs or dubs?
Dubs seem to be aware of the whole abridged series and culture, and I feel like that's really helped dubs in terms of comedy. But I do feel like the source material subs is still the way to go because you get a true essence of the source material.
Ooh, with time to spare.
Wow.
I really like this question. So thanks at Blunk778. I thought it was a great topic. We haven't gotten into much anime yet, and subs or dubs. I think that's a good answer for a good question.
Because you can't read.
Huh? What?
What?
He can
Subs or
read,
dubs? I
it
can
just
read.
takes time.
Yeah.
It's not fast enough. When there's subs happening.
He's getting better.
Yeah, I can't read the subs. At Ron Noah
I
Zorro
think my
for
favorite part of
Nicole.
this whole segment is Joven reading Twitter handles.
How would you pronounce that name? How would you pronounce that name?
Renoa Zoro.
That's what I said.
Noah Zoro.
It's
It's from One Piece. Have you watched
Nicole,
obviously.
do you think Nintendo should create an open world Pokemon game for the Wii U since we loved your Pokemon Snap Theory last
I mean,
week?
obviously,
And go.
It's already okay. So if the hard drive was big enough to hold a game that essentially needs to live on a PC, and with the Wii U gamepad, you could have second screen experience. I think it'd be amazing and fans would love it. But the reality is, an MMO would mean they couldn't release
Time.
cartridges anymore, and that wouldn't work. Financially, it's not a good move.
But
You know, I actually like that you went, no, we aren't ready for it. It doesn't work on the current
They would
Nintendo
lose
console.
money. They would lose money if they made that.
Yeah, but
Your face would
imagine,
lose money.
Imagine
Give us the
them-
MMO.
but 150 amiibos that you can only use.
Home Pokemon Snap?
150 first gen.
Oh,
That'd be good
man,
next gen.
Nintendo, you want that money.
They do.
Pokemon Amiibos.
Yeah, they do.
Pokemebos.
Last round in lightning round for Matt Rob at Rulaki15.
Rulaki.
What's your opinion on the new Minecraft story mode game?
I enjoy Minecraft. I think it's amazing for what it does to the next generation of people. I think it's an awesome learning tool. I think the story mode is going to be a lot of fun because it's going to finally give people a actual tangible story that they can have. And Patton Oswalt is amazing, and I'm glad that he's jumping into the video game world.
Patton Oswalt is amazing,
Can we have Patton
but some things you don't need a
You
story.
can have them.
Can we please?
Wait, I'm sorry. This is not you give your opinion, then I tell you you're wrong segment.
But, okay.
Oh, yeah.
shot.
You know, just did though. Just
Fired.
did. Just did. That's been lightning round, guys. Thank you so much for sending us your questions. And again, tweet us anything that you want us to talk about because we can't get to every topic on these shows. So we use this round to get to your questions. Tweet us with the hashtag Unpopular Kids, and we'll read your questions here on the show.
Tweet us your breast threats.
All of the best
No,
friends.
no.
Breast threats.
Your audience is underage. Do not ask for that.
Please send ID.
No, it's just the threat of breasts.
Yeah.
Even still, that's, take a seat.
I might show you these.
Don't make me use these.
So getting away from breast threats and getting towards Star Wars. Now we were about to talk about.
Making Nicole uncomfortable.
We were.
Of course. Cool.
We weren't talking about Star Wars toys, but Lasercorn did bring up a really good fact in one of his questions that it was announced that we weren't going to have a server menu for Battlefront when that comes out.
Yeah, you mad, bro?
Yeah.
How does that make you
About
feel?
a lot of things.
What exactly does that mean for those who don't know?
So instead of getting to pick what server you're on, getting to look at the map and stuff and what kind of game mode it is, you'll just be, well, you could probably choose between game modes, but instead of looking at the map and how many players are in it and jumping into the game you want, you'll be put into a quick match system. And you might be able to select preferred map or whatever, and you'll be matched with players of your skill. But it makes it harder for you to kind of choose the kind of game you want to play. And it forces you to jump in kind of a pre-made system.
They aren't going to have a server menu, but what they will have is a skill-based ranking system. Now we've seen that. You see that in Halo and I believe Call of Duty. Call of Duty has that. I don't play enough Call of Duty multiplayer.
Call of Duty just
Call of
matches
Duty
you.
matches you with
But I mean,
people of your skill.
The matchmaking that they have set up, all they've said is that the specific type of option that you sometimes have, you won't have. They haven't announced exactly what you will have. So we're assuming that you're not going to be able to have that same level of customization and still be able to play with your friends in specific kinds of maps. Like, that's an assumption on all parts.
Well, I bet there's a creative match for like local play, or even if you create your own lobby that you can invite
Yeah.
your friends
Yeah,
to.
you
Party system involved.
But when you just want like complete
They make
online.
Battlefield,
Yeah,
but they
but-
know how to make multiplayer.
But
The
here,
Rocket
I think
completely
that's
ignore that base.
I think that's the big difference, though. Battlefield, I think, reaches out to a very hardcore FPS gamer, whereas Star Wars Battlefront is going to reach out to all demographics.
Broad audience.
Is it though?
Yes, it's a Star Wars game, and it's a franchise that people have known for years.
Because I didn't like, and I'm unpopular opinion. I didn't like the last one. I'm a bigger fan. I love Force Awakens. I'm a huge, Force Unleashed. I'm a huge fan of that style of gameplay. I wasn't a big
Not
fan.
two, though.
No, Force Unleashed 2 was one of the worst games I've ever played in my entire life.
It wasn't done.
I kind of understand Matt Rob's opinion because you can, if if you dislike Battlefront, that's totally a plausible thing, and it just means you're a bad person.
Right, which I am.
Your soul
So
is-
that makes
your
sense.
soul is rotten.
Right.
And for those people, this game probably won't appeal to
You know,
them. But for everyone else,
If you're
with
looking
soul-
at Jedi gameplay,
Take
yeah.
your shirt off.
what?
Press threat, press threat, press threat.
Press threat. No,
Press
Take your
threat.
shirt off. Shut up and take your shirt off.
As you say, though, you're right. If you try to compare the Force Unleashed game mechanics of a Jedi to what they had in Force Unleashed or Battlefront 2, yeah, but the game was like 5 years apart. Or
Well, one's a shooter and one's like an
Right, and
almost
I
an
feel like
action
that's the
adventure.
thing. You're gonna get the shooter fans for this game. I don't think you're gonna get the fans that bought all the Lego Star Wars games. I don't think you're gonna get the fans that played Force Unleashed. You're gonna get the shooter fans that have been clamoring for a Star Wars game,
Well,
or you're going to get the die-hard
that's-
nerds that
that's-
played
that-
Battlefront
I think
to begin
that's
with.
why
who I don't
they're
know who they
also-
could be. Anybody in the world.
But that's why they're getting rid of the system, because it's it's an old system. It's a PC system. Choosing your server, very customized. That's cool, X, Y, and Z. But this is a new generation, and some people just want to hop into a game, and you give people more choices. It's daunting, and they don't want to have to deal with it, especially when we have Call of Duties and all these other first.
Well, that's why you
games
have quick
where they
play.
throw you into the game. It's not the norm anymore.
Is it daunting? A server browser pops up. You see a map you like with free spots.
As many
Think of a
times
new
as
user,
I've
though.
played that under that system, and I say, "Oh, this looks fun," and it's kind of almost full. Click, it's full. You can't get in. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Click. Nope, it's full. All of a sudden, you can't get in. I'd rather be put into a game.
Well, that's why we
that
didn't
is-
play Splatoon is because we couldn't play with our friends. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why we didn't play
But
Splatoon.
They're
it's
gonna
Star
make this
Wars.
accessible. They're gonna let you play with your friends. Like, that's
Yeah, of course.
Of course they are.
Well, you'll have to party up though. You won't be able to be like, I just made a
can't
server.
make a custom room.
You might be able to have a create match.
Okay, but if you do a custom room,
speculating.
then you can't open that up so that everyone else can see it because there's no server browser. So let's say I'm going to be like, okay, us four will be on, us five will be on a team.
Thank you.
I did math wrong, but us five will
not
be on
me,
a
it's
team,
'cause I hate
and then
Battlefront.
anyone else who wants to come challenge us can do that. Like you
But
can't
just,
set up a room
okay,
like
so
that.
Halo has never had a server menu, but you've been able to party up and then take your team into your matchmaking game.
Yeah, but then you join the matchmaking system. You can't like pick the map and the stuff like that.
True.
You can't adjust the settings.
So there's going to be some pros and cons. The cons is you might not have a fully customizable options, but still enough that
Yeah.
you
Look,
can play
I
the
don't-
game with your friends.
I by far don't think that this is the worst thing that I've heard about Battlefront. You know, the no Clone Wars era and stuff is way more detrimental in my view. But you know, it's just one more little thing on top of other stuff where you're like, man,
That's true.
why are they changing
Now you were
stuff?
stoked about this game, and now
was.
you're just kind of like waiting for the game to come out to see if you're
I was
actually going to like
stoked,
it.
and then I got sad when I heard no Clone Wars and a bunch of other stuff, and then I saw footage of the game, and I got stoked again, and now I'm just really
Stop
torn.
playing with my emotions.
I honestly have not had such mixed feelings about a game since ever. I cannot think. I cannot think of the last game I was simultaneously so hoping was good and so scared that it's going to be bad.
Have we figured out if you can go terrestrial to space?
No, you can't. You can't. You won't be able to do that.
Separate.
Now there will be air combat,
Right.
but not from like getting your ship and go up to space and fight against a spaceship.
Not
yet.
Not yet.
We'll wait
There's a
for
No Man's Sky DLC.
yeah, wait, the next game that we get from the Battlefront experience in
Oh,
like
the
2
open
years.
world game?
Yeah.
The open world war game?
I'd be okay with that. Open
Mad
world
Max
Star
in
Wars.
space.
Open universe Star Wars?
Planet Side
Mad Max
2, but with Star Wars.
But so
that would be
SWTOR?
amazing.
I wasn't that into
SWTOR.
Planet Side
I mean,
2.
Galaxies didn't
But not
really work
cartoon.
that well.
Yeah, Galaxies
People
didn't work
really
that
like
well.
Galaxies, but SWTOR was great. SWTOR was legitimately a great game.
Planet Side
Yeah, but
2
they-
lacked
yeah.
destructibility. Sorry.
Yes, it did not have enough to start at all. So that's the news about Battlefront.
You're all
What-
gonna buy it though, like real
Nope.
quick.
Nope.
Are you gonna
Really?
buy Battlefront?
No, I'll buy it. Of course I will.
You're the one on here who doesn't like it, and you're still gonna buy it.
No, he,
And that's
he
the
didn't
point.
like Battlefront
Yes,
2.
that's the point.
You
Yes,
liked the
yes.
first one more than the second
But I'm
one.
also going to spend way too much money on Star Wars things over the next couple months. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I'm going
That's
to.
fair.
There's too many things out.
Because all the toys, as you guys watch this, are now available, right? Because it's
Yeah,
Friday.
no, it's Force Friday.
Force Friday. Happy
Is that
Force
what that
Friday.
is?
That's for.
Capitalism.
Yeah,
That was in May.
Okay.
Spend
Well,
all
no,
the money.
that's Star Wars Day, and now there's Force Friday.
Maybe-
We need more
we
days
not?
dedicated to George Lucas's universe, you guys.
Right.
I feel like every day.
He's financially hurting, so.
Yeah.
He and Disney could both use a few bucks.
Yeah, definitely. So Matt Raub, this week you actually went to go to like an unveiling of a lot of the Star Wars.
I
things
did.
you
Roll the
had seen.
package.
We have a package. It cuts to me. All right.
I'm like, oh,
Here's the package.
Just
Very confused.
Our director.
Poor Joey.
just-
Hi,
we
Joey.
just saw
Sorry,
it
we're just tossing
explode
stuff
from the
at you.
controller.
Panic.
No, there was a live 18-hour stream around the world where they did unboxing in different countries all over the place to show all the new toys. Some of them, yeah, they're Star Wars-y toys. There's a lot of really weird lightsaber creator devices things. I basically saw someone made a brass knuckles with lightsabers, giant lightsaber.
So
Yeah, I like that.
Wolverine
That's
as that
Yeah.
Sith.
Basically, but
Yeah.
and for some reason the lightsaber shiv, the light shiv is
Light shank?
Yeah, it's a light,
Light
shank.
shank,
It's like
yeah.
basically it looks like a lightsaber with a handle, but it only goes out about this big.
Right, it's like the Ninja Turtle weapons.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a little
Size.
size. Yeah. Yeah. So that.
Well,
looks
when
a
you want to be a
little
rogue, and see, if you're a rogue, like they don't get to use actual swords. If you're going to be a rogue Jedi, you have to only be able to use daggers.
Rogue
Rogue
Jedi's
Jedi?
get sabers.
weird. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. SWTOR, bring it back.
Okay, well played.
Oh, she worked on SWTOR for 7 years, and
invented-
she developed SWTOR for
I
2 years.
invented it.
Yeah, it's true. No, I mean, I'm really excited about all of the remote control stuff because when I was a kid, all I wanted was an RC car and I never got it. So now as an adult, yeah, we're learning a little bit about me.
Yeah, okay, which, it all makes sense. That's why you collect all the
Basically,
toys.
just send me an RC car. Anyone out there? wants to send me?
Santa hated you. You never got that
Mom and
remote
Dad, send
control
me an
car.
RC car.
But speaking of remote control car, I think the biggest toy,
Also the smallest.
and well, yeah, the most popular
Oh.
and yet smallest toy is a $150 BB-8.
Or as I
Wait,
call
aren't there
him,
two?
as I call him,
$80
the ball droid.
The ball droid.
There's an $80 version as well. The 150 is Bluetooth.
Now, so I saw an
80 is
article on
radio.
Polygon that said that the $80 sale at Target is not it's not a thing.
Oh.
Oh no! Mind blown. So the one that we're talking, the
Is that
one
a
that
lie?
I think
Nicole has to
there
go.
was a marketing problem.
Savior.
But the one that I think we're all really stoked about is the Sphero one, which is literally, I think there's a Vanity Fair put out a video of them playing with puppies.
Yeah.
Which is kind of adorable.
Yeah, okay, now
You've
here's
seen it? We have it. That's a thing.
That's
we
a
do
package.
have.
Oh, look at
Yeah, look at puppies.
we got dogs.
Captain
I don't care about their names.
I've met that bitch.
Look at it. Ball droid.
But
That's
What is holding it out
Yeah,
there?
but cats
That- nothing.
like these things.
magnet.
yeah, I really
Yeah.
don't understand the science behind it yet.
It's
But look how
magnets.
small it is.
I know, it's
This is the
magnets.
$150
I'm
toy,
okay
right?
with that. What is it? Like, that's new
Witchcraft.
technology.
Burning! Burning!
Yeah, the dog agrees.
Witchcraft!
It is really small.
We know how big it is from the footage and the trailers, and it appeared on stage and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So why couldn't it be those dimensions? Why couldn't it be the actual size?
Well, look at
that-
the technology. The technology.
Tiny.
The technology
Like you're
is
not gonna
new.
get
Yeah,
it.
but you're gonna
It
act
has
like
to start off
this,
small.
and
Oh,
this
I'm
is
gonna
gonna be
get it.
destroyed.
But it's $150 and it's 2 inches tall.
Yeah,
It's gonna break
fragile.
in
It's
2
gonna break
minutes.
so fast.
It's gonna
Look at those
break in
puppies.
2
Those
minutes.
puppies didn't
Does
break
it
it.
vacuum?
Well, they were afraid of
That's a
it.
Roomba. That's a Roomba.
It doesn't vacuum.
That's a Roomba.
But
Sorry.
I am completely. I'm
Doesn't
astounded by the
vacuum.
science.
There's no $80 one.
It just. What is it? Does it do anything else besides roll
Okay,
around
look.
for 100?
Okay, look.
You can
First of all, can we just take a second? You can use your phone to use Wi-Fi signal to make it roll around, defying the laws of gravity.
We can do that already.
What else do you want?
He wants it to improve his credit score.
It's $150 and it's 2 inches. Like it just takes me back.
Okay.
Wait,
That's
what?
right.
Wait, but I mean, we pay tons of money for phones, and they're about 2 inches.
We pay tons
Yes.
of money for video games,
But
and
how
you'll
much
get
use
way
do
more
you
use
get out
it.
of a phone? You will be done playing with this toy.
It projects holographic video.
I want to
with-
see
Does
that
it not
happen.
well?
No,
I
wait.
want to see that happen.
You're lying to me.
No,
Prince of lying.
no, it's real. No, it says it on the website. On Sphero, it says projects holographic video.
But is it like a flashlight light, or is like the ghost from Haunted Mansion? Which one is
Which-
it?
They keep calling it the Sphero, though. There is an item called a Sphero that is a ball that rolls around that you control with your
Spiro
iPad.
is a Pokemon.
Yeah, I was
That
about to
is
say,
in
I want
Pokemon
the
Snap.
remote control Spiro.
No, Sphero is the name of a company. They put out
The
this
ball that
ball.
rolls,
They're
yeah.
also putting out a ball droid.
Okay, but how does it work?
Does it make
How does it stay on and still rotate?
You spend $150 in your
I will not spend $150.
You know we're gonna get like 8 of them. We're gonna race
Oh
them.
man, can
Yeah.
you go to a golf course and just
No, I just want to take I want to buy one and I want to duct tape a switchblade to it and I just want to make it run.
Yes, robot dwarves.
This is gonna be the toy that, like, come Christmas, you won't be able to find any. Like, Disney
Well, there's
knows.
a lot of different things. They also put out, there's an X-Wing drone, which is pretty dope. There's a
Okay.
Millennium Falcon drone, which
Tons
is
of
pretty
Legos.
dope. Lots of grown-up toys. Oh my God, the Legos
So
are
much
ridiculous.
Legos.
Which is great because people were already doing that with drones, making their custom drones,
Exactly.
and making speeders.
So
and
if you
Millennium
can't beat
Falcons.
them,
This
own
world
them.
needs-
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the cool part is that there's...
There's a Ray costume for like little
Yes,
girls can
yep.
like have a Ray costume,
Yep.
and they're gonna sell them like at Disney stores. And like I don't know if you guys have ever been little girls, but like
I was once.
going to a
It was a
Disney
weird
store and
Friday.
getting a princess costume is the greatest. And to have the option to be a character that's badass and have this cool costume, like for women, like young women, young
For
girls,
us by us,
Ladies.
FUBU.
and maybe they can make larger sizes. Maybe I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they will.
You're small enough. You could fit into one of, like, the child's, like.
Maybe like a child large,
outfit.
Like
child
baby
extra
gap large.
Yeah, but that's awesome that there's a variety of toys.
But I mean, that's the thing is like they're capitalizing 150%. I'm in. The interesting thing about the launch of this 18-hour day or the 18-hour live stream is that there were so many adults with their kids.
Yes.
Which is great, which is awesome. And that's the thing that you're going to see a lot of, which is why this movie is going to make
that's
stupid
why-
amounts of money.
So much money. No
That's-
one's seen it, and they want to own everything associated with it.
The prequels had that opportunity because all of our parents like grew up with the first Star Wars. Matt Raub's old enough; he was there for the first movie.
I was 19.
And
19 years old when it came out.
and so like
Aging so
when
well.
the prequels came out, like I went with my
Flashback
dad.
sequence, Joey, do we have that? Showing had a stroke.
Yeah, Wayne's World reference.
Please, World.
He's having a stroke.
Yeah, it was a stroke.
You still burnt toast.
I remember, though, this isn't the first time they've done this. When Star Wars Episode 1 came out, before it came out, I remember going to the midnight release of all the toys at a Toys R Us. I went with my dad. My dad bought a bunch of toys, none of which were for me. And like they had the entire line.
Learning a lot about you right now.
Man,
Opening up,
similar
aren't we?
childhood. No, I got
No, you know, we
toys.
came from like fathers of collectors. Like the dads, they bought all the toys, and I got to look at them.
Yeah, but I got them.
Oh.
I just never got an RC car.
Oh, just me then.
But like, if you go back to the first movie that came out, like what, 77, like people would buy vouchers for the toys. They
Yes.
wanted the toys so much.
And because the toys came out after the movie, way after the movie.
They had no idea there would be demand, and that was a different time. There weren't really movie toys back then, but
Women
the
couldn't
demand.
vote. It was a whole
I mean,
thing.
it has been less than 100 years, but
Joey in the booth just laughing his ass off.
people wanted these toys so badly that they were willing to pay for pieces of paper like that would be an IOU for a toy
Layaway.
later.
It was layaway.
Yeah, and I mean Disney saw what happened with Frozen in that they were so underprepared for how much merchandise people wanted for that movie.
I don't know if they believed in it because that was the thing that I was really
it's-
interested.
Two women were in it, so I understand.
But hold on.
She said it.
Shots fired.
She's fired. She's being sarcastic.
Joke.
We all believe in equality. Leave your angry comments.
Let's talk about Star Wars. But I think that it was really interesting to see for Frozen because it looked like they put the movie out, and I was with my girlfriend at the time, and we were going to a Disney store for whatever reason. They had like a tiny little aisle
Right.
of things for Frozen. I'm like, wow, did they just not believe in this movie? And it was kind of a delayed hit because it wasn't a franchise that everyone knew. It came out, and then over a period of time,
Right.
it became the world's largest thing.
And now, if you go to Disneyland or a Disney store or Target, a Walmart, any store, it's Frozen everywhere.
There are Frozen aisles
come on.
in stores.
Yeah, that's-
There's a Frozen store.
It came out years
Economics 101, supply versus demand.
We're learning.
So with
Oh, tell me
Frozen,
more about the
the supply was very low, so demand was very high.
What
But
can
now
China
it's
do to
Star
bring up
Wars.
the
Rent is
value?
too damn high.
I like
Joe.
this Professor Jovenshire.
Yeah.
But with Star Wars, we're
Economics
starting off
101.
strong with a high supply and a low demand. It's brand new characters that we don't know about. When we saw the Jar Jar Binks figure back in 1999, everyone's like, oh, okay, let's buy this. And then everyone hated
my
Jar Jar
favorite
Binks.
character.
Yeah. Hell, did you not see
No.
fanboys?
No,
That's
people
terrible.
thought Jar Jar was going to be.
Yeah, they thought.
I didn't even like.
I had a Lego
can't
of Jar
even.
Jar.
I can't like even.
He had a, like,
a little
yeah,
bit.
with the Lego Jar Jar actually look, he had the long ears.
Lightning Jar Jar.
Yep.
Lightning Jar Jar.
Maybe.
It's like that scene in Gremlins too.
But my fear is, are we going back to, that is one of them for
Ocean
sure.
water.
Are we going back to
Sharks that shoot
the,
bees out of their mouths.
are we going back to the Toyetic era?
No.
Matt
Yo.
can you define the Toyetic era? Because you were the one that taught me this term.
That's right. I tell you both what Toyota
Yeah.
means. Toyotic goes back to the Schumacher days, the Joel Schumacher days.
Thank God he's not making movies anymore.
Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, where they would make elements of the movie specifically so that they could make toys for them. This is something I learned as a child and I passed on to my
And then us watching cartoons, we were a part of this whole thing. We didn't even realize.
Exactly. I mean,
He-Man and G.I. Joe.
Street Sharks was a cartoon made because they had toys. Transformers, they're all Toyota. But when it became a thing about film, it was like, hey, let's put Batman and Robin in roller skates, and then we can make it a roller skate.
And that's why in every Marvel movie they always update their superhero outfits just a little bit so that they can sell new toys.
Arctic Batman.
Well, see, go ahead.
Well, if they're gonna do that, can they make a Dino Riders movie? Anytime this topic comes up about movies and stuff made specifically for toys, I just plead with whoever's watching, please bring back Dino
We
Riders.
made Mega Man happen.
Please
we can
bring
make
back
this.
Dino Riders.
That's true. We single-handedly made the Mega Man deal.
Yeah. Last week we talked about Nintendo wanting or rumor about making a movie, and now it was announced this week that Mega Man.
I think we should just start a hashtag every week, and I think this week's already started, which is
Bring
breast
back-
threat.
Oh,
Hashtag breast threats.
Yeah.
Send us your breast threats.
Not on Instagram, though. Not on Instagram.
Getting back to the toys.
Well, so speaking of you, because you said, are we entering the Toyotic era again?
I don't think
We've
we ever left.
already entered it.
Yeah.
It's just been more digital, and they're trying to make it more physical.
Amiibo says what?
Exactly.
I mean, just like with why Young Justice got canceled, because as Toyotic as it wasn't Toyotic towards the audience they were trying to project to.
Too old.
And it was too old, and there were too many girls, and they were like, no, this isn't what they're not selling toys. They were selling some things, but it wasn't toys. And they're still trying to figure, like people sit around and play with toys. Everything is digital now. I play mobile games, and I see every time a damn Marvel or some sort of movie come out, it's updated on my mobile games.
No, it's true. Future Fight is a great example of that.
Yeah.
Future Fight, the Marvel game is owning it right
It's
now.
bad. They had Battle World and Secret Wars, like new costumes. It's all like moving digital, and it's great that they're trying to sell toys. And I think the little rolly ball is a good start because it's the rolly ball, roly poly ball. It's a good start. It's catching up, but selling the giant 8-foot GI Joe action 18-inch, 12-inch GI Joe action figures, like
Yes, I would want those.
Yeah. 18-inch Kylo Ren. Like that.
Yeah, which actually, watching the unboxing for that, they take off Kylo Ren's hood, and it shows that his helmet is very reminiscent of Darth Vader's.
Yeah. It's reminiscent.
Reminiscent of Darth Vader's helmet. I thought
Become self-aware.
the internet finds that completely fascinating.
What if there is no head under the helmet, and the helmet is
Skynet. This is James Cameron's greatest ploy.
But speaking of Star Wars bad guys, it was also in the news this week that Benicio del Toro, who will be in Star Wars Episode 8, so that comes out in 2 years, because we get Rogue Squadron next year.
And he'll mumble his way through another movie.
He said in an interview that his character is very villain-like. So maybe not the bad guy.
Shocker. He's never done that.
But my thing
such a
is,
friendly face, though.
I know.
It's so
Here's-
surprising that he'd play someone a little untrustworthy.
yeah, just with those shifty eyes of his. My guess is his character. It's the Collector from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Crossover.
We're crossing the galaxies. We're crossing the universes.
All right, calm down, Patton Oswalt.
Pat also called it, and they're going with it.
But I also think that he's not in Guardians 2. He's not.
Tootians?
He's not in Guardians. So he just jumped franchises.
Yeah, altogether.
He just
Jump
wants to
ship.
be in something
Jump
else.
spaceship.
So stop.
Stop what you're doing.
But so that was the big Star Wars stuff this week. Just a lot of toys, and perhaps just pushing the toys, and the movie not being as good because they just want to sell figures.
The real overall question is: do we foresee Star Wars fatigue before December 17th?
No.
Before December 17th
One of the
or
right
18th?
midnight. Come on. On the 18th.
No, we.
Nazis? Communists?
Nazis.
Wow. Okay.
Man, not feminism jokes, Nazi jokes. Nicole's winning it today.
How come I can't make jokes?
You make all the jokes.
Because you're.
Can you make some jokes for me?
I do not think we will get Star Wars fatigue this year. I
already
think
got
it's a strong Star Wars push.
I'm kind of
I'm already there.
Really?
I'm a little there.
Yeah, it's
Because
not
they're
even out
old.
yet. They've announced all 3
What are
movies.
you tired of? Like, what are
And
you-
spin-offs, it's too much. Nothing has come out. It's just form. It's like, when you get
we have to
home,
build up.
you're
It's
gonna
all
get some of
marketing.
this.
We are
You're gonna
building up
enjoy it so
anticipation
much.
again.
And we're not even close to walking through the front door to get some of that.
Less than on
It's
today's.
all breast threats, and we don't even know what the breasts look like.
They're metal.
They're
It's Brianna Tarth's breast.
I think next year.
Phasma has a nice genderless armor. That's awesome.
yeah.
She's badass, gonna kick ass.
No
That's
breast
the character
there.
I'm
But
looking
she's
forward to.
shiny. She's
Yeah.
so pretty.
That's her strategy.
I'm
It's
gonna
like
call it
the
now.
sunlight hits my armor, and then I blind you, and then
That's
kill
why
you.
all the other stormtroopers have terrible vision. Yeah, they can't shoot. It's like, oh no, commander.
That is one thing I am excited about Star Wars Episode 7.
Better aim.
Stormtroopers are going to be badass.
No, they're not going to be able to.
Like, there was new concept art that showed some Stormtroopers actually being cool. I think we're actually going to see
Wearing
Stormtroopers
sunglasses, smoking cigarettes.
doing like a good job.
Leather jackets with the armor.
I drive motorcycles now, Harleys.
As for Star Wars fatigue, I don't think we'll actually
don't
really
care.
hit it until next summer when we get the first teaser trailer for the Rogue Squadron movie, and then you start getting more news about Episode 8.
There are going to be
and
9 movies between now and the
Yeah.
time.
We're going to start getting, because we're
got.
already getting news about Episode 8, like we just talked about. We're already getting directors and writers for the Han Solo movie, the Yoda movie.
Oh my gosh! See, look, how can you not be exhausted already?
Because the fatigue hasn't
I don't
hit
know
yet.
enough about Yoda's
Next summer it
species.
will.
Is he the only one?
He's a
not.
friggin' Muppet.
He's not, because it's Episode 1.
I know his species.
Gagglebox. What's going on
Wait.
here?
Star Wars trivia. Who can name
Frank
the
Oz.
other Yoda-esque creature
Yaddle.
in the Jedi camp?
Miss
Grover.
Piggy.
Yaddle.
Grover.
Basically,
Yoda
got
and
it.
Yaddle.
Yoda and
Yaddle.
Yaddle?
Good
Yaddle.
job.
Wait, is it
Why-
like
that's
that
not
Billy
I don't know how you knew that,
character
but
and his
that's
wife
impressive.
from Princess Bride was like, and she's like, Yoda, you're always out telling boys that they can always do. It's like his wife.
is
at home.
exactly-
Yeah,
yeah,
it's great.
the
I
accent she
would,
is.
I would totally watch a sitcom of
Yeah.
Yoda and his old Jewish wife.
Yaddle?
Yoda,
They're both speaking Yiddish. It'd be great.
The only reason Yaddle was
Amazing.
never mind.
Yoda and Yaddle on Dagobah days.
Anyways, guys, that has been all the Star Wars news from the week here on Unpopular Kids.
Done?
But
Done?
We aren't done.
Oh.
But now that we're done with all the Star Wars news, we're actually going to introduce a
Star
new
Trek.
segment.
So many
this week.
segments.
Because we said if you guys want to hear different segments, we're going to do different segments.
Do.
And instead of doing a Defend Your Tweet, we are going to be doing Dreamcast.
Ooh, oh, look, an actual Dreamcast.
Yay!
Oh, yay!
Do we get to play Dreamcast?
We all get Dreamcast.
Yay! Thanks, Joven.
That's where I got my nickname.
There's no Dreamcast.
There's nothing there.
I'm going to get a little preemptive here. If you guys like Dreamcast, we can then do more Dreamcast. And if you tweet us your own logo for Dreamcast, we will do it. We will use your logo. And this goes for anything. Create a new segment for Unpopular Kids using the hashtag Unpopular Kids. Tweet it to us, and we'll use it, and we'll come up with a concept
Are you
for
just
it.
crowdsourcing segments?
Yes.
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 And if you would like to host,
You
then
come up
please,
Come up with our segments.
So today on Dreamcast, how this works is I give you a movie that will be coming out or possibly not coming out, and you guys give me your Dreamcast
We'll come
for
out
it.
with our cast. as well.
So we're going to be starting with Lasercorn, and your movie is, as we talked about, the young Han Solo movie, which rumored will have a Lando Calrissian. So give me young Han and young Lando.
Man, I wish you could go back in time and get Nathan Fillion, young Nathan Fillion, to play.
Still can, why not?
To play
He's
young.
younger than the Han Solo we have now.
That's true. Yeah.
Not by a lot.
He can. I don't know. I saw him in that Miss Piggy thing. I love you, Nathan Fillion, but he's looking a little bit older.
He stopped listening to you a long time.
I'm Green Lantern. And then, so yeah, I guess we'll still go with him. And then I don't know, Donald Glover for Calrissian.
Oh, wow, all right.
All right. I like that.
Yeah.
I actually
Gonna
could
be in
see
The
Donald Glover.
Martian. He might have acting chops. You
He
don't
does
know.
have acting
I know.
chops.
I
He was
mean,
in Magic
well,
Mike
I mean, movie
XXL.
acting chops. Yeah, I didn't see
Community?
Magic Mike. I mean, he kills
You
it on
should,
Community,
so good.
Yeah,
but, I mean, he might have acting chops beyond that one character.
All right, so we have Nathan Fillion next to Donald Glover.
Yeah.
A little bit of age gap, but I
Yeah,
like
just
it.
a little bit.
No, it
I
works.
can't think of it. Well, give me a good young.
We'll go to
No, that's
FLitZ.
good. Let's find out.
It's
No,
my
it's
turn.
good.
I'm gonna spoil it. I got a good one.
Yeah.
FLitZ, young Han Solo, young Lando.
See, I am going to go with. I watched a promo for Workaholics last night for a movie, and Zac Efron was in it.
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron was in it, and I was like,
You're like, damn.
good
he's
job,
charming.
Zac Efron. You're actually funny, and I don't see Zac Efron. I actually see you as a pretty good actor. So Zac Efron is Han Solo, and Michael B. Jordan.
You
Lando?
son of a...
Oh, man.
That was my answer!
That's his exact answer.
Did someone tell you, did he tell you my answer?
No, It just makes sense.
It's a great cast. I think he would do a very good job with it.
Yeah.
Zac Efron is a great actor. I highly finished.
Well, no, I mean,
No, you have to come up with someone new.
No, I'm hosting this thing. I'm hosting.
I feel like they would do well on camera. I feel like Zac Efron is not under
If you get a chance, and to you guys also, I recommend the movie That Awkward Moment. It stars Zac Efron, Michael B. Jordan, and Miles Teller.
In space.
Okay.
And they're all on the Millennium Falcon flying around.
I watched it not thinking it's a romantic comedy. It's a romantic comedy for guys, and yeah, it's a thing that exists. Watch the movie. Don't judge it. Don't judge it until you see the movie.
Are there bro jobs?
There are some bro jobs.
Okay.
I highly recommend it.
Bro jobs for everyone.
It's private for everyone.
So since me and FLitZ share a hive mind, that was my answer.
That's bold. I'm calling bold.
Nikole, we're gonna move over to you.
Sure. I think Liam Hemsworth would be a cool Han Solo.
He'd be a better Lando.
Different choice. But I think he's great in the Hunger Games. He's not in it enough because he's not like the main dude. But I think that
Should've
he's
been.
super attractive.
Screw PETA.
and,
God
like,
dang, I hate that guy.
I hate PETA. Whatever.
the worst.
Yeah. Sorry.
Does he-
No one's Team PETA.
Does Liam keep his accent though? He's a kid on the Millennium Falcon.
No.
You know how they talk.
No.
What was that?
Oh, Chewbacca, don't go there. That's from
Animatronic on
Australia,
Pirates of
right?
the Caribbean. What
Isn't that
was that?
Australia?
That was Australian.
They talk like Kennedy.
Sure.
Yeah, so him, but with a Han Solo voice.
Okay.
And then.
I'm Han Solo, huh? They're shooting Wookiees in the airbag.
Put another wolf rat on the barbie.
You guys good?
Yeah, we're done. Continue with your answer.
So I've been watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Agent Trip, I think, would be a really
Oh,
good
yeah.
Lando.
Yeah.
I think it's BJ Britt, I think his name
Yeah.
is, and I think he's great.
He'd be really
He's
good.
good. Yeah.
He'd be really, really good.
That was a great answer.
No, I didn't even think about that. That was a good answer.
Yeah.
Good answer. Good answer.
Thanks, guys.
Mine. All right, set the scene. It's
Don't set the
Sunrise.
Sunrise.
Cloud
Cloud
City.
A brand new dawn. No, I think the best part of Han Solo is his just D-Jav attitude.
vest.
His vest. His just D-Jav, his just don't give a F attitude. Like, he kind of does whatever he wants to do. He doesn't give a crap. Like,
He turns on his friends, no problem.
yeah, he doesn't care. So I would totally cast Andy Samberg as a young Han Solo with
I love it.
with a quirky Kevin Hart as Holy
Not as much.
Best buddy cop movie. Hands down. Best buddy cop movie.
Sexes do. Oh, less than 7 of them.
Kevin Hart, like,
Yeah, no, he's literally the size of like Chewbacca.
he's like
this is
my
the
height.
size of Kevin Hart.
Kevin, that's actually Kevin Hart.
No, I think it'd be great. How great would that be? Just
In fact, to our audience, if anyone has some really good shop skills, Photoshop skills, make us that poster with Adam Sandberg
Yeah.
and
Adam
Kevin Hart.
Sandberg.
Adam Sandberg Sandler.
Adam Sandberg.
can we all agree that is the best choice for young
Yeah, I
Han
win.
Adam
Wait, it's a
Sandberg?
segment
Yeah,
where
Andy
everyone
Samberg,
wins, but
I would
win.
vote.
We're voting.
Andy Samberg and Donald Glover from my
Okay,
choice.
all right, we can
That
have
duo.
tie it up.
That duo.
Yeah, your guy's he's a TV actor, and the other one's he's the less famous Hemsworth.
Yeah, but he's still Hemsworth.
Yeah.
But he's
That
the,
means something.
Anyways, guys, that has
means
been the new segment, Dreamcast. Again, send us if you guys want to see more Dreamcast. Give us a movie that's coming out or not coming out. We'll cast it or create a new segment and tweet it to us with the hashtag @UnpopularKids. That has been Unpopular Kids this week. Thanks for watching, and thank you, Lasercorn, for
Lasercorn,
not
look how
killing
big
me
you
on the
are.
show.
Yeah,
You
no
did a
problem.
fantastic job.
I'll wait till the cameras go off. No!
Take your shit off.
No, breast threats.
No breast threats. No breast threats.
Hashtag breast threats.
Lasercorn on Twitter @Lasercorn. He doesn't tweet often, but when he does, he's hilarious.
Usually in broken English.
Yeah,
those are
I
my.
tweet some stuff.
He does. We actually wanted to defend your tweet, but we couldn't because your tweets were too good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Great. That's
So there you
Mine
go.
are too good.
Yours, we had to go like a year back to find yours, so that's for you. Anyways, guys, that's been Unpopular Kids. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Laser sounds?